All right, Rick Cronin on the show. Hey, Jeff Johnson got three things you need to know. Good morning, Jeff. Happy to have you.
Man, Rick, good morning, brother. It's good to be with you. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, Jeff.
There are, as y'all know, so many things going on, but I think one of the things that I'm sure you're talking about and we got to continue to lean into is how we are being affected by this government shutdown. And I think it's important to mention, Rick, like, this is not something that hasn't happened before, right? I mean, there have been over a dozen times that we've seen a shutdown of various levels. In fact, in December 21st of 2018, under President Trump, there was a 34-day shutdown, which is the longest that we've seen. And so many are debating why this is really happening. The Republicans are clearly blaming the Democrats and their desire to push what they're saying is health care for immigrants when it's actually much broader than that. And I think I want to spend more time going into how the shutdown is going to affect different parts of the government so we know what's really going on. The U.S. Postal Service said that its services would not be interrupted by the shutdown and all post offices are going to remain open for now, right? The Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as SNAP, and food stamps, they're going to continue running according to the Department of Agriculture. The Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, known as WIC, is also going to keep going. But they said that it's going to be subject to an availability of funding, and there's some saying that there's only enough funding available for another week. Now, Medicare is going to continue to perform its full services, according to the Department of Health and Human Services. And the agency also said that it expects to have sufficient funding for Medicaid for the first quarter of 2026 fiscal year. I think another place that's important to mention is that Social Security and Supplemental Security income payment, they're going to continue as expected, according to the Social Security Administration. And local offices are going to remain open but offer reduced services. One of the places that's the most interesting, Rick, is air travel. So air traffic controllers and TSA officers, they're going to keep working, but they're going to be working without pay. And the Department of Transportation is going to stop hiring. So, y'all, if you are in the airport, make sure you say thank you to the TSA folks. Like, they literally are working there for free. And there's no telling how long this is going to go on. And the reason why we don't know, I think, is why what my governor did yesterday was so important. Governor Wes Moore came out and came directly at the president, saying the president of the United States, the chief executive of this country, has a simple responsibility to run a functioning government, not to shut it down. We have seen that the president has failed in that responsibility and has abandoned his duty to the states and his duty to the people. And he went on to then lay out how he, as the governor of Maryland, is going to make sure that there are certain pieces that, he literally said, Rick, we want to ensure that state employees supported with federal funding continue to get paid for as long as possible. And that the state of Maryland is going to support some of these federal programs in the state of Maryland. So he said he's going to work to shield furloughed federal workers from evictions and foreclosures and utility shutoffs. And he sent letters to the judiciary and utility companies reminding them of their statutory legal protections for federal, state, and local government employees who are not receiving a paycheck or at risk of eviction. I think that there are other Democratic governors that are looking to do the same thing, but I'm proud of Governor Moore for laying that foundation, at least for federal workers who work in the state of Maryland. And any of you that know the DMV know that there are a hell of a lot of federal workers in the state of Maryland. So we don't know how long this is going to go on, Rick. It could be days, it could be weeks. And with this president and this Congress, who knows? Because they don't give any indication that they're going to lit up.
Yeah, that's something. Special K and I was having a conversation about it. We don't know if the Democrats should stand firm or whatever, because they don't have any choice.
No, they don't have a president that can unify the leaders of the two parties. That's the problem. We don't have a president that can force them to compromise.
And we don't have a president that exactly. He doesn't want compromise, and so we're gonna have to dig in here, man. We could be here for a long time. I think the question, Kay, that you mentioned is how long is the GOP willing to hurt their own folks, and that's something that we're not sure about. Because you're not just hurting Democrats by not doing this. You're hurting the American people.
But I think they're willing to inflict that pain because, number one, they're not feeling it. And number two, they don't have any political capital that's in danger right now.
Well, y'all, hit me at Jeff's Nation. Let me know what you all think. We're going to be in a long ride, and we're probably going to talk about this again on Thursday, y'all.
There it is. I appreciate you, Jeff. Love you, man.
Thank you, brother.
Taking a walk from me. No, you more than welcome. Thank you.